This photograph was taken by a member of a paranormal investigation team from Sacramento during a field trip to Campton Cemetery. Investigators claimed that the image was genuine and had not been altered in any way. In the photo, taken among old headstones, a clear silhouette of a little girl can be seen standing behind one of the monuments. What makes it especially chilling is that the picture was captured in broad daylight, under perfect lighting conditions, when illusions or tricks of shadow should be impossible. At that moment, there were no children or random passers-by anywhere nearby. Many believe the camera captured something that the human eye simply cannot see. This photograph was taken in the attic of an old building that, for 10 years, had housed both a home and a restaurant, and before that, it had served as a small theater. Employees had long reported strange sounds, muffled footsteps, sudden drafts of cold air, and fleeting shadows gliding across the walls. One night, a surveillance camera was triggered for no apparent reason and took this shot. In the image, a dark shadow resembling a human figure can be seen standing silently in the corner. Neither that evening nor in the days that followed did anyone enter the attic. Locals still say that the spirit of the old theater never left the building, wandering through the dust and forgotten stage props. The photograph was taken aboard the legendary ship Queen Mary, long famous for its ghost stories. An elderly man photographed an empty corridor, noticing nothing unusual at the time. But when the image was developed, a chill ran down his spine. In the middle of the long, dimly lit hallway stood a transparent female figure, as if slowly walking away. The shot was taken in a sealed section of the ship, one no tourist had entered that evening. Later, the photo became known as "the woman in the corridor," and even skeptics admitted that the image was far too clear and detailed to be dismissed as a random shadow. This photograph was taken at the abandoned St. Crispin's Asylum in Northampton, England. The Gothic Victorian building had stood empty since 1995. Its walls were cracked with age, and the upper floors had partially collapsed after a fire. The photographer, shooting the structure under the light of the full moon, later noticed a woman's silhouette in one of the windows, a figure dressed in old-fashioned clothing. There was no floor on that upper level, making it impossible for anyone to stand there. When the photo was enlarged, the woman's face became visible beneath a shawl, with a second, less distinct figure nearby. Many believe these are the spirits of former patients, forever trapped within the asylum's walls. Since the image first appeared online, the building has gained a reputation as one of the most haunted places in England. This photograph was accidentally discovered by a hunter while reviewing old images from motion-activated trail cameras set up on private land in northern Michigan. Out of dozens of shots, only one showed a human-like figure standing in the middle of the forest. If it had been a real person, they would have been caught by nearby cameras as well, but they weren't. The location was several miles from the nearest homes, deep in the wilderness with no roads or cell signal. That night, temperatures had dropped below freezing. The silhouette in the photo stands about the height of a person, covered in something dark and dense, with no visible facial features. The image still sparks debate. Some say it's the ghost of a hunter who died on those lands, while others believe the camera captured something far older and far more mysterious. This photograph was taken across the street from an old abandoned house that local teenagers had set on fire. The flames consumed the building within minutes. Several witnesses claimed they heard someone screaming for help, but firefighters found no one inside the charred ruins. Later, one of the witnesses noticed a dark human-shaped silhouette in the photo, faintly visible through the smoke. The figure appeared motionless, as if staring directly into the camera. Many are convinced the image captured the soul of someone who perished in that house long ago, a person who never received help when they needed it most. This photograph, taken inside an old church, has long been regarded as one of the most mysterious images ever captured. After examining the photo, paranormal researcher Brad Steiger declared that no living person could have been inside the building at the time. The picture clearly shows the silhouette of a priest standing near the altar, as if reciting a prayer into the emptiness. Locals claim that this same figure has appeared before, especially at the hours when the church bells begin to ring on their own. Some believe it is the spirit of a clergyman who died within the church's walls and continues to perform his sacred duties for souls long departed. This photo was taken in 1946 in Queensland, Australia. Mrs. Andrews had come to the cemetery to visit the grave of her daughter Joyce, who had died at the age of 17. She decided to take a photo of the headstone to preserve the memory. When the film was developed, a small smiling boy appeared in the image, sitting by the grave and looking directly into the camera. There were no children anywhere near the area at the time of the photo. Mrs. Andrews insisted that the child could not be the spirit of her daughter. Joyce had been nearly grown when she passed away. The photograph gained worldwide attention as one of the most convincing images of a child's ghost ever taken, and it continues to spark debate among paranormal researchers to this day. A woman from the United States claimed that strange things were happening in her home: footsteps in empty rooms, whispering voices, and sudden bursts of cold air. One evening, her husband took a photo in their living room. At that moment, they were the only two people in the house. When they looked at the picture, they noticed the figure of a small girl in the window behind them, semi-transparent, as if made of mist. Her face bore an expression of silent anticipation, her eyes fixed directly on the camera. The figure appeared in only one photograph and was never seen again. The couple eventually sold the house, but the new owners claimed that, at night, the faint reflection of a child could still be seen in the windows. This photograph was taken in a nursing home shortly after one of the residents had passed away. Just minutes before the photo was taken, staff members heard doors opening and closing and saw a call light flicker on and off, even though the room was empty. About 15 minutes after the man's death, someone walked down the hallway and snapped a picture. In the image, a dark figure can be seen standing at the far end of the long, empty corridor. The shadow appears to be staring directly into the lens. After this incident, strange occurrences became common. Doors would open by themselves, the faint smell of medicine lingered in the air, and some residents claimed they saw a man slowly walking down the corridor, the same one captured in the photograph.
Two lost punks just running through the back streets, through the back streets, sitting through the back streets. Two lost punks just running through the back streets, through the back streets, sitting through the back streets. Guess who's lit? Guess who's raw? Kick that door, break that law. Guess who's wild? Guess who's out? Guess who's foul? Guess who's proud? Guess who came to shut shit down? I wrote the monster. Y'all ain't ready.